Hi everyone, happy. Hey, this is V. I just wanted to come on, briefly and just share a little bit with everyone regarding this. I don't know what to call it. I don't know if it's called a division or if it's called strife or if I don't know exactly what to label it as between the the migrants, the African migrants, and us, because I know that we all want the same thing. What I'm referring to is when I lived in Nigeria, the struggle that Nigerians endure when they are in their home country. Me going there as an American, I don't endure those same struggles. Just like when they come here, when Nigerians come here, or any migrants, when they come here to the US, they don't have the same struggles that Black Americans have. They don't have to deal with the triggering or the triggers of racism or anti-blackism or the anti-black racism or the discrimination or the bullying or the predatory lending, the always trying to push us back 10 steps when we've moved 20 steps. They don't have to deal with that here in the US like we have to deal with it. That's just like when I go to Nigeria and Nigerians are complaining about not being able to get a job in their hometown, not being able to have enough money to make ends meet, not being able to sustain themselves the way they feel that they should be able to sustain themselves. I don't experience that. I don't experience that because the things that they will splurge money on and blow money on in Nigeria, I don't do that. I don't have the desire. And that's just like when they come here to the US, the things that we splurge money on, most migrants don't splurge money on that because it's either one or two things. One, they're sending their money back home, okay? Or two, they're not making enough to splurge on, okay? Those are the only options. Yes, the same way that they work and save their money and become, have their own business and have their own property. That's something that we've been doing in this country forever. So that's not something that I need to compare it to. I don't need to compare me buying a house, working in America, to a migrant coming over here, buying a house, working in this country. That's something we've been doing forever, okay? But what I do want to say is that because we all have our own struggles, me living in Nigeria, I will never, ever, and I'm going back to Nigeria this year, but I will never go to Nigeria and start feeling that, I can give Nigerians a piece of my mind because I don't like something that they did or something that they said, or, I'm not going to do that because I'm in Nigeria land. So I got to respect where I'm domiciled. And that would be in Nigeria. And I saw a video the other day where this Fulani nurse was calling the guy a slave, and she was just being very, 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 very extremely unprofessional. Because in Nigeria, you can literally lay down and go to sleep on your job. I ain't lying. Or you can come in 2 hours late, leave 4 hours early. you know, I mean, I've experienced it. I've witnessed it. I lived it. Whereas here, a lot of times they don't punch clocks. They don't punch a clock. They don't. They show up for work and do whatever they are hired to do. And they may not even be doing a good job at it. They may not even know what they're doing. I've seen that. A lot of times they're hired in places, and I'm going somewhere with this. This is basically about the Fulani nurse practitioner that had to inactivate her license because she showed her natural born ass and was recorded on social media. And she was recorded showing her natural born ass, when there's certain things you just don't do when you make an oath in America. So you know, over there, there are certain things that they do, like the way she behaved, arguing with the guy, and you know, quote, I say, quote unquote, patient or client. They do that. They do. They will argue with the customers. They don't care about customer service. They don't. I'm just being honest. I mean, if she was an exception, I would say that. No, for real. I would say, oh my God, she's an exception. She really, you know, wow. Wow. I would have said she was an exception. But that's how they all are. That's how they are. And I'm speaking about Nigeria because that's where I lived. They don't care about arguing with the customer. They don't realize the consequences that they will have to endure from that decision that they make. They don't care about that. That common sense element is not there. For real. It's not there. Because if people are paying your bills, what do I mean when I say if people are paying your bills? Anybody that patronizes you is paying your bills. For instance, I'm a nurse. They pay me every 2 weeks. They pay my bills. They are making sure that I can live the lifestyle that I want to live. They are making sure that I can go and purchase whatever I want to purchase when I want to purchase it. So I'm going to be nice to these people. Even when they're mean to me, until I don't want to be there anymore. Until I don't want to be bothered with them anymore. Oh, you all, that is the rain. I'm outside the office sitting in my car, and I don't want to get rained on. You know what happens when sugar gets wet? It melts. I say that sometimes about myself because I am sugar. I'm sweet. I'm just a sweet old. When I say old, I don't mean OLD. I mean OLE. Sweet old. Anyway, back to the subject. So they don't understand customer service. customer success. They don't understand any of that. And because they don't understand it, that's why it's so easy for them to come here and do what they've been doing. Yes, I feel that I can talk on what is going on with this Nigerian migrant, melanated migrant, well, I don't even know what to call it, because I mean, I don't know why they have a beef with us, because we ain't got no beef with nobody. We don't have a beef with anybody. We don't have time to have a beef with anybody. We're too busy trying to continue the progress in our country, and we are. And another thing I learned, like with the SARS event that happened in Nigeria in 2020, when was that? 2022? Was it 2022? I think it was 2022. I believe it was the SARS event that happened in Lekki. The SARS event was a group of Nigerians that had came together, and they decided to do a protest against the government, and the government went and killed a lot of people. Okay, so majority of the people in that country is not trying to die for nothing. They'd rather stay alive, struggling, trying to, find a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of, scraping for food. They'd rather do that than to die for change. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm not trying to offend any Nigerians by making this video. I'm telling you what I experienced. When I said there's a difference between Black Americans and the migrants, specifically Nigerians, because those are the ones I lived with. Nigerians ain't trying to die for nothing. They're not trying to die for nobody to save their country. They're not. Whereas we've been killed and slaughtered for 500 years to get to where we are. But that's why we are where we are. And that's why we're taking the same stance that we're taking. That's why we have decided to proudly, I say proudly, be in the position that we're in, to where we're not taking anybody else's nonsense. I'm talking about Black America. We're not taking anybody else's nonsense. We're not dealing with the nonsense. We've dealt with that already. We've been there. We've done that. So now you either come along to get along, or you go on about your business. You go on, because we ain't begging for nobody to come along to get along anymore. And I have to keep saying this because a lot of people think that if they're not here, we're not going to make it. I don't know where that's coming from. There are some migrants that actually think that, I'm talking about the African migrants. They think that if they're not here, then we're going to have a problem. But we were here before they got here, and the same problems we had then, those are the same problems we're dealing with now, and the same problems we're resolving now. A lot of them believe that their business is doing better than ours. But what they forget is, because we have trillions of dollars circulating in the U.S., it doesn't really matter what their businesses do, because their businesses does not amount to trillions of dollars. And all of the migrants that's in this country, their businesses don't amount to how much I'm talking about us. I'm talking about Black American. The businesses and everything that they do, it doesn't amount to the trillions of dollars that we generate within this country daily. It doesn't. And with the migrants, their money is being sent to other places. We don't send money anywhere. All of the money that we have in this country, it doesn't stay in our community the way it should, but it's definitely in this country. Because we ain't got nobody to send it to. Where we sending it to? We ain't got nobody to send our money. So we just circulate it back into the U.S. So if we left, if all Black Americans left, okay? Let's just say all Black Americans left. And then everybody else that wants us to leave stayed. I guarantee you the country will crumble. Because whether people want to admit it or not, we're the signature of this country. If not the entire planet, we're the signature of the planet. We are the good, the bad, the ugly. We're everything. Black Americans are everything. We're the bad, we're the worst ones. We're the best ones. We're the ones in between. We're everything. And then another thing, for a lot of migrants, especially the melanated ones, the black ones, that keep saying we don't have any culture. Okay, but when I go to Nigeria, do you know how many Nigerians is trying to dress, act, and behave like they are Black American? Do you know when they talk to me, they come trying to talk to me about slang stuff? I don't even talk slang. Y'all, I don't talk slang because I didn't grow up like that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I grew up in Chicago, on the west side of Chicago, but my mother didn't allow us to speak anything other than proper English, is what she called it. So I don't know how to talk slang. I don't talk slang. Yeah, I can get into a conversation with other Black Americans, and I can have a conversation with them in a slang conversation. But is that my normal? Is that my normal way of speaking? My normal verbiage? No, it's not. It's not. It's not. So they come at me, and I'm talking about in Nigeria. They come at me dressed the way Black Americans dress. They come at me trying to talk the way Black Americans talk. And I'm asking them, what are you doing? Where do you get that from? Oh, I saw it on TV. But just because you saw something on TV, that doesn't necessarily mean that's the way it really is. So you think that because you saw Black Americans on TV, that this is the way Black Americans behave? Like, oh yeah, I saw it. No, that's not. I'm Black American. I don't behave like that. I don't. So for them to say we don't have a culture, then why the fuck y'all trying to talk like us? Why y'all trying to dress like us? Why y'all trying to dance like us? What is that all about? No, for real, what is it all about? What is it? For y'all keep saying that we don't know where we come from. Our passport says the United States of America. Just like your passport says United States of America. After your native country, the Republic of Nigeria, our native country is the United States of America. And then we go and get a passport that says uh, Republic of Nigeria, Republic of Ghana, Republic of Uganda, Republic of Europe, whatever, wherever we decide to go and get another passport, Republic of Spain, or whatever. So this video is to actually to dispute the myths where they keep talking about we don't have a culture. Yes, we do. We got the best music on the planet, baby. Just think about it. The best music on the planet comes from us. It does. The best athletes, the best dancing, the best everything, it comes from us. So I just wanted to share that with whoever might see this video and decide they want to listen, and with those who don't even care. I just wanted to make sure that I get it out there. But okay, I'll talk to you all later. Love you. Bye-bye.